Hello everyone, and welcome to the Teopa channel. Tesla. A $1.5 trillion company. But what are investors really buying? It's not just the cars. It's the dream. The dream of robotaxis, and the ultimate prize, the Optimus humanoid robot. But what if that dream is physically impossible with today's technology? What if the brains for Optimus would need to be the size of a hangar? Today, I'm breaking down why I believe Tesla's stock is dangerously overvalued, and why the Optimus robot is, for now, no more than a dream. My name is Mikhail Fedorov. In my last article on Seeking Alpha, I took a bearish position on Tesla. Since then, the stock has gone up. But my opinion hasn't changed. In fact, I'm more convinced. Let's look at the numbers, and then let's look at the physics. Tesla is valued at $1.5 trillion, with annual revenues under $100 billion. The company's profit has actually been declining in recent years. Yes, the third quarter showed slight improvements, revenue at $28 billion, profit at $1.3 billion. But for a company with a forward P/E ratio of over 250, these numbers are almost irrelevant. Let's be clear, the current automotive business does not justify this valuation. Just compare it to Volkswagen. The EV market is now highly competitive. Tesla is a leader, but it's not dominant. Exponential growth in the car segment is over. So, if it's not the cars, what are investors buying? They are buying two dreams. The first dream is the robotaxi. We're already seeing launches in Austin and San Francisco. But here's my take, this won't bring in the money needed to justify that P/E ratio. A robotaxi is just a car without a driver. It's a feature. It's a qualitative leap for the car, but it's not a new market. People won't suddenly start buying more cars because of it. Yes, it will probably mean higher margins. Maybe Tesla can even double sales or triple profits in the next 5 or 10 years. But even that is not enough for its current capitalization. Which brings us to the main dream. The main dream, the one holding up this $1.5 trillion valuation, is the Optimus robot. Investors believe Tesla will create, from scratch, a new trillion-dollar market for humanoid robots that will replace humans in factories, in logistics, and even in our homes. Now, with the rise of AI, I think creating the software for a robot is a solvable problem. It will take time, but there are no insurmountable barriers there. The problem I see is one of physics. Our world is chaos. It's a massive interaction of different materials. For Optimus to interact with this world, it needs a cerebellum, a part of the brain that processes a tidal wave of sensory information every second. It needs to build a 3D model of the world, simulate the physics of its own actions in that world, and then make a decision. To do this, it needs the computing power of a data center. To put it simply, instead of a head, the robot needs to carry an entire hangar. Tesla knew this. They had a project called Dojo. It was an attempt to build the hardware for this brain, but in August of this year, Tesla shut the project down. They called it an evolutionary dead end. Dojo was based on 2D chip architecture. But we've hit a wall. Miniaturization has reached its physical limits. We're talking 1.4 nanometer technology. You can't make a channel smaller than 3 atoms. To me, the closure of Dojo is Tesla's admission that 2D architecture is nowhere near powerful enough for what a robot needs. Now, Tesla tells investors Dojo was a mistake, and they're making a new AI6 chip. The market saw this as a smart turnaround. I see it as the first public proof that I was right. The physical barrier is real, and Tesla just crashed right into it. So what is this new AI6 chip? It's likely 2.5D chiplets. This is the same technology in the NVIDIA H100 or the AMD MI300X. But this technology is still not enough for Optimus. Let me give you an analogy. Think of a 2D chip as a barcode with 6 stripes. You can get about 64 combinations. 2.5D chiplets are like stacking 10 of those barcodes on top of each other. You get 10 times the power, so 640 combinations. It's better, but it's not a revolution. Now look at a QR code. A simple 6x6 QR code has 68 billion possible combinations. That is monolithic 3D integration. That is the QR code. The 2.5D chiplet is just a stack of barcodes. The chip industry is trying to solve this 3D QR code problem. But experts estimate it will take decades to master. With 2.5D chiplets, Optimus's brain shrinks from a hangar to a shipping container. It's still not enough to fit inside a robot's head. And that's not all. This container would consume enormous energy and generate massive heat, creating huge overheating and battery life problems. There's another problem. A humanoid robot is an incredibly high bar. Nature took hundreds of millions of years to create two-legged creatures. A four-legged or six-legged robot, like a spider, is statically stable. It can stand still, like a chair, without using energy. A humanoid is dynamically stable. It has to constantly spend energy just to maintain balance. It can never relax. This is the ideal for robotics. But you can't reach the ideal immediately. People want a robot revolution. They expect Optimus to walk into a new room, see a sofa, and sit on it. Or wash the dishes. To do that, the robot needs to model the world with millimeter precision. It has to calculate the elasticity of the sofa cushions, or the fragility of a glass dish. This requires that QR code brain we just talked about. What will Tesla likely be able to build in the next 10 years? A robot that sees the world with centimeter precision. A 1 centimeter robot can't sit on a sofa. It can't wash dishes without breaking them. It can't be a workhorse. It can clumsily walk around, and it will be an expensive toy. We've seen this before. Helicopters were flying in the 1920s, but it took 3 decades for engine technology to make them useful. Electric cars existed 60 years ago, but lead-acid batteries held them back. Technology can be known long before it is attainable. So, here's my conclusion. Investors in Tesla are buying a belief. The belief that a technological revolution is already here. I do not agree. First, Tesla's core car business cannot justify its P/E ratio of over 250. Second, the dream of the Optimus robot, in the form the market expects, is physically impossible with the technology available this decade. The expectations are exaggerated. The capitalization is unjustified. Therefore, I recommend selling Tesla shares. Now, am I saying robots will never happen? Absolutely not. I see a future with robots. But, just like in nature, we won't create the most complex creature first. The risk to my bearish thesis is this. What if, in 2030, Tesla says, Optimus is too hard for now, but we're launching the R2 robot. A simpler robot. A spider with 6 legs, or a barrel on wheels like R2-D2. Something with a narrow specialization. That 1 centimeter robot might be perfect for going to the store for groceries. In that scenario, Tesla could still realize its technological leadership and create the new robotics industry. But for the humanoid Optimus, and for the $1.5 trillion valuation today, I believe it is no more than a dream. That's my analysis. I'm curious to know what you think. Is Optimus the future, or is it a fantasy? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Goodbye everyone, subscribe to my channel, and please leave a like. Thanks for watching.